Let's go. It's your boy Terrible. I gotta start off. I'm gonna talk about other stuff in the videos. I'm gonna go over the other games. All right, don't worry. But I gotta talk about what just happened. What is happening with them? What is happening with the Pats, man? What a game. What a weird game. Unbelievable. I mean, dude, seriously, oh man, it'd be easy. It'd be easy to just look at that game and be like, oh, the weather, it's not even a real game, alright? The weather is the weather, alright? It'd be so easy to just say that about it, but what we saw there was, obviously the weather was garbage, alright? The weather was a factor, and we saw one coach just completely outcoach another. I mean, Jesus, I mean, it's just, oh my god. I don't even know what to say, man. And just for them to be able to stay in first place, it just, on Monday night, like, man, it's just Patriots football, man. That's some Patriots football right there. If I know, like, oh, that's, what a game, man. Boring, obviously, but it was intense, if you know what I mean. The Pats, man, they're back. They're back. They are back. They're back, dude. Let's get into the other games. Alrighty. What a week it was. What was it? Week 13, baby. Let's go. Week 13. Let's start it off with our Thursday game. Cowboys Saints. Dak screwed me in this one. But yeah, no, this is a pretty good game. I only caught the second half, to be honest. Missed the first half. I mean, the Cowboys, they were up at half. Obviously, I would have picked them to win. I mean, it's not cool for me to be like, oh, like after a game ends, to be like, oh, I would have picked them to win. Like, that's not cool. So, like, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I would have assumed the Cowboys would beat the Saints here. I think the Saints suck. I don't know how the Pats lost to them so badly. It was just a rough game for Mac Jones. But yeah, the Saints, they're not that good. And they had to play Taysom Hill, which the guy can't throw the ball. He's a hell of a runner. But the guy can't throw the ball, if we're being honest here. There's a reason that Jameis Winston got the start over this guy. And then Trevor Siemian played over this guy. You know, I like Taysom. Dynamic player, but he ain't a QB. He's not. He's a runner. That's just, he's just not good. But yeah, Cowboys got the win. Dak did enough. What was the notable thing in this one? Oh yeah, Harris had that massive touchdown, 70-yarder. That was pretty big. But yeah, that's 4 picks for Taysom Hill. Cowboys get the W, 27-17. I gotta make sure I say the score for all these games, because, you know, I assume most of you guys know or have like a general idea of who won these. Like, if I bring up Cowboys Saints, maybe you don't remember the score, but you can think, oh yeah, Cowboys won that one. But I do want to make sure that I'm like saying the scores for these, you know what I mean, just to make it quality. And here we go. So, first one for our Sunday games, Buccaneers, Falcons. So with this weekend, 1 o'clock games. To be honest, I mostly watched the Dolphins one because my family's Dolphins fans, so they had the game on and I was eating with them. So mostly watched that one at 1 o'clock. I saw Red Zone Channel for the rest of it, but to be honest, I didn't see a ton from the 1 o'clock games. The 4 o'clock games, I always just end up watching more of those. Well, actually, it depends. Usually it flip-flops, but I watched way more of the 4 o'clock games. Paid attention to those. But yeah, even really in the game. They just had before the halftime, they just had the pick six. You guys see that? You guys see that pick six? Oh man, it was Brady was like in their own end zone, and he threw the ball, the guy read it perfectly. I think it was either a D end. I think it was a D end, and he just read the screen pass to Fournette perfectly. He snagged that thing, walked right into the end zone. Beautiful. So if that doesn't happen, this game really was a blowout. But yeah, no, it was. I mean, come on, the Buccaneers, they just weren't going to lose this one. They weren't. I mean, that's the thing. Matt Ryan didn't even throw a touchdown pass. Brady, 368, 4 TDs. It's just, he's a freak. Oh, dude, I hate to do this to myself, but imagine Brady on this Pats team. That's painful. That's painful. We're gonna keep going. I'm in pain. Alright, next one. Cardinals versus the Bears. Kyler Murray came back. Not surprising. A little bit limited. He only threw 15 passes, 10 carries, so they didn't make him do too much, which is probably good. He just got back, right? I believe that's his first game back. I believe so. But yeah, Cardinals, man, are 10-2. They're pretty good, man. And with the Bears, Andy Dalton's done, man. He's just gonna be a backup in this league. He's never gonna be a starter again. I would have thought he'd get like another shot somewhere after his Bangles stunt, because he wasn't terrible, but it's over, man. It's over. It's just, it's over. He's a backup. He's a career backup from now on. But, yeah. James Conner had a TD. Yeah, they really didn't throw the ball much. It was kind of nuts. Speaking of not throwing the ball much. Yeah. But, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, it was his first game back, too. Yeah, his first game back. He snagged a touchdown pass, so... Yeah, just a good win for the Cardinals. Solid win for sure. Montgomery had a good game for the Bears here. Jeremy Grant had a touchdown. That's funny, but yeah, Cardinals get the W, 33-22. Up next, we have Chargers versus the Bangles. Dude, they whooped them. The Chargers 41, Bengals 22. 22. Yep, it was a blowout from the start. I mean, they were up 24-13 at the half, it looks like, but I forget what happened, but early on, they just jumped out to that huge lead, and it was over. It's weird, man. The Bengals, they're a decent team. They are. Some games, they look like one of the better teams in the AFC, and then others, I mean, they're just getting blown out. And this was one of those games where they're just getting blown out. T. Higgins had a good day. But the Chargers, man, they were just too good. They were just too good. Herbert, only one pick today. 317, 3 touchdowns for Herbert, so that's solid. Solid day out of him. Very good, very good. Was there a defensive touchdown in this one? No, okay. I was thinking maybe there's a pick or something. But yeah, no, it's just that was a great game for the Chargers, because they've looked shaky. For the past couple weeks, maybe not. I forget who they played last week, but there was like a 3-game stretch, like when the Pats beat them, and then some other teams, either played them tight and beat them, or they barely won or something. But that good solid win for the Chargers. They needed that. And up next, baby. Oh, all right. I kind of regret not putting this in the headlines, but what? Screw it. I'm gonna put it in the headlines. All right, it's gonna be in the headlines. Lions get their first W. The Vikings, man. What are the Vikings supposed to do? All right, Lions won 27 or 29, just 27, 29-27. What do you do if you're the Vikings? Kirk Cousins is a solid quarterback. Is he gonna dominate and carry you to a Super Bowl? No. But if you put a solid team around him, you're gonna have a good squad. He's a good QB. And I mean, they didn't have Dalvin Cook, but Madison's a good backup. Justin Jefferson's good. It's just, I mean, their defense is not great. I just don't know what to say about the Vikings, man. They almost need to, I don't know, man. 5-7, that's just the perfect record to describe the Vikings every single year. But the Lions, man, shout out the Lions. Shout out the Lions. 29-27. 29-27. And to the next hot team in the league, the Miami Dolphins. They've had an easy schedule. They've been beating everybody. They keep winning. Got the Giants this week with Mike Glennon playing. Oh God, Mike Glennon, come on. Get out of here. But yeah, hey, a win in the National Football League is a goddamn win, alright? Miami gets, what is it, 6 straight? 5 straight. Pats are at 7 straight. Miami, 5 straight. Hottest division in football right now. Well, the Bills aren't looking too good, and the Jets aren't looking too good, but hottest division in football right now. But yeah, solid day from the Dolphins, man. If we're being honest here. Tua, 244, 2 touchdowns. 30 for 41. Still good. That's good. What is that, 75%? Great. Tua's a good QB. Get him a good team around him. Dolphins, man, if we're being honest, the Dolphins really hit on their draft this year. They've had some bad draft picks, but they hit it this year. They went Jalen Waddle. They went with Jalen Phillips, who's looked great. How many sacks does he have? Man, I don't even know how many sacks he's had. He's been a freak this year. And then they had Holland, Javon Holland. I always forget his first name. Is it Javon? Who knows? But Holland, he's a safety. What am I doing? Yeah, but yeah, they got a good squad. They do. They really do. And they just can't. They don't have any running backs. But Barkley played, couldn't do anything. Mike Glennon, he also played, couldn't do anything. Giants just looked terrible. Honestly, kind of an easy win for the Dolphins. They looked like the way better team. Dolphins got the win, 20-9, 20-9. Up next, we got the Eagles versus the Jets. All right, what do we got here? I don't think I saw any of this game. Oh, but I heard about it because Gardner Minshew, baby. Minshew mania. Let's go. Yeah, 2 touchdowns for him. Both to, I believe they were both to Goddard. Yep. They were both to Goddard. Yep. Zach Wilson, he played. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Not terrible. 23 for 38, 226. Alright. No, it's not bad. It's just, the Jets are a bad team. Zach Wilson has a lot of learning to do. Ideally, I don't know why they had him start this year, man. They could have put anybody else out on the field. It just felt like I like Wilson. I mean, obviously it's his rookie year. He's still got time, but he felt like a guy he had raw talent. Him and Trey Lance. I felt like him and Trey Lance were similar. They have a similar trajectory. I felt like they just have raw talent, but they're just not ready. They weren't ready quite yet. We've seen that with Trey Lance. He just hasn't played. Jimmy G's been the guy. But eventually he's going to be good, I think. Same with Wilson. I could easily see him becoming a competent QB in the league, but he just wasn't ready for year one. If the 49ers take him instead and do what they're doing with Trey Lance, I think he'd be better off, but he's really been thrown to the woods, but I think he's been mature about it. I mean, he talked about Mike White and was like, I need to play more like Mike White, but it turns out Mike White sucks, so you don't want to play like him. But the Eagles got a nice win, 33-18, Minshew mania, too good. Johnson. And that means he's going to be a freak. And he is. He is a freak. There's not much to say. But yeah, Colts, easy win, 31-0 against the Texans. Davis Mills, 6 for 14, 49 yards. Tyrod Taylor, 5 for 13, 45 yards. 1 pick. Thank God I didn't have to watch that game. What else do we got? What else? Washington football team versus the Las Vegas Raiders. This was a good one, man. This was a good one. I'm going to look at the play-by-play just so I can remember exactly how it happened. But, yeah, okay, so the Raiders had a shot. They had a shot to win this. Big field goal from, it was the football team's kicker, Brian Johnson. Yeah, big field goal with 37 seconds left. It was a 48-yard field goal. Yeah, that was a good ending. It really was. I was kind of hoping the Raiders would just win it. I don't know. I don't care about that game. I don't care who won it, but I thought the Raiders were going to take it. But, yeah, just big game from the football team. They needed it. They were either going to be 5-7 or 6-6. They get that W. 6-6. Raiders also now 6-6. The football team beat them 17-15. But yeah, good ending. Gotta love it. Any field goal under a minute left, take the lead. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Up next, we have Rams versus the Jags. The Rams won 37-7. Trevor Lawrence. Guy's got a long way to go. He does not look good. Unfortunately, I would have thought he would be the one that was closest to ready for the National Football League, but he's not. And dude, I just James Robinson, he had a fumble, but then they just wouldn't give him the ball. Like Carlos Hyde's getting the carries. Urban, what are you doing? What are you doing? James Robinson's a freak. I don't get it, but alright, Cooper Kupp. He had a pretty big day. Stafford, pretty good day from him. 295, 3 touchdowns. 26 for 38, that's good. That's solid. Very solid stuff, but Rams, this is what you expect. They're playing the Jaguars. Rams are a good team. Are they one of the best teams? Yes. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? Who knows? We don't know if they're contenders, but I'd have to say yes. They've had some shaky games, but they are certainly contenders. Oh boy, here we go. This one right here. Steelers Ravens, dude. I love it. I know the Ravens lost, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching them lose, so that the Pats could take the 1 seed. But I love the go for 2 there. I like it. With Lamar. Lamar. I'm surprised he didn't make a play and get them to win. Like it's crazy. He like threw it around. I think it was TJ Watt, and he like tried to throw it around him. I don't know what else he could have done. I've seen him do like a jump pass before. Like he jumps up and throws it. But like, is that what you want him to do? Would he have been able to do it? Who knows? But it was a tough catch for Mark Andrews. Tough throw to make. Tough catch to make. They couldn't do it. Steelers got the win. Steelers, if they lost that one, they're done. They wouldn't have been in the playoffs, but 6-5-1. They are still alive. The Steelers got the win, 20-19. Ravens failed to convert the 2-point conversion to take the win. Up next, 49ers and the Seahawks. Jimmy G, 299, 2 TDs, 2 picks. Russell Wilson, 239, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Yeah. So the Seahawks, I'm surprised by this one. Thought the 49ers would have taken it. Seahawks got the win 30-23. But yeah, this was a pretty good game. It was nice to see Kittle just go off. I feel like I hadn't seen him go off like that all year. But what did he have? 9 181, 2 touchdowns. Like it was textbook Kittle, man. It was prime Kittle out there. He was torching the Seahawks, and the Seahawks, they got no defense, and they got a shaky offense because their offensive line is garbage. But they got the win. Hey, they got the win. They got the win. The Jets have their first round pick, and we hate the Jets. So nice work, Seattle. Nice work. 30-23 was the final score. And then we have the Sunday night game. To be honest, I don't know why. I just wasn't in the mood. I think I ended up watching something on Netflix. See how memorable that was. I just wasn't in the mood for Sunday night football, and I was just like, what the heck? Like, what's wrong with me? Why? I always watch Sunday night football. But I just kind of was like, alright, I don't want to watch. Alright, I'll just do something else. Like, it's fine. So I didn't even watch this game, to be honest. Went to bed early. I don't know what was up with me that day. But, yeah. Mahomes, 15 for 29, 184. No touchdowns, jeez. Edwards-Helaire is back. Bridgewater, 2 picks, 1 TD. But, Javonte Williams, 100-yard game for him. That's pretty good. Interesting. Not much going on with the receivers for the Chiefs. The top 2 guys in receptions are running backs. Both Williams and Edwards, they had the same amount of catches as Kelsey and more yards, and then Tyreek Hill only had 2 for 22, so Jerry Jeudy 4 for 77, pretty good. Javonte 76 yards and a touchdown. That's just receiving too, so he had a good day. Wow, big day for him. Good for him, man. Good for the Rook. Good for the Rook. But yeah, the Chiefs won this one 22-9. And moving on to our final game, the Monday night game. What a game. What a game. Let's go over it. So, Mac Jones threw 3 passes. So at the beginning of this game, it's like the Pats are like, alright, we're just gonna run the ball. They decided, hey, we're gonna run the ball. And honestly, in a sense, they got a little lucky. I mean, they had the breakout run. That was huge. It was huge. Let's be honest. It was huge. They needed that run. And then the wind was so bad they didn't want to kick it. So they go for 2. And going for 2 ended up being huge. Because then later they were up 4. And they couldn't kick a field goal at the end. Also, the Bills did miss the field goal. That could have made it 14-13, so that also hurts. But on a windy day, it's tough. And then, of course, you have Nick Folk. He made his kick. He made his field goal. But jeez. Jeez, man. It was just a weird game. Because then you have the muff punt. Okay, so we had the big run. We got lucky with the big run. The Bills got lucky with the muff punt. And then they were able to score. So they got a touchdown. So it's a close game. And then we get the field goal. So halftime, hey, 11-7. Game plan's working. Game plan was working. Belichick wasn't going to change nothing. So they kept running the ball. Bills able to snag a field goal in the 3rd. And then Folk kicked another one in the 4th. And it was huge. And then it just came down to the defense. They needed 2 stops. They got them. They got the missed field goal. And then at the end, Bills needed a touchdown. 4th and 14. They couldn't convert. What a game, man. What a game. What an interesting game. 3 passing attempts. Damien Harris, 10 carries, 111 yards. He got hurt. That's why he had so many less carries than Ramondre Stevenson. My brother played Stevenson in an 18 fantasy league, and I was making fun of him, but then he ended up getting 24 carries, so not too bad. Only 78 yards, though, but still, it was funny how it worked out. But the Bills, man, their defense played fine. I mean, other than they just couldn't stop the run, and that's all we were doing. But it's tough to say. We're gonna wait and see how the Bills are, man. They're 7-5. Season's not over, but they look a little shaky. They don't look like they did last year. So we're gonna wait and see. But what a week! What a week! What a week for these guys, though. Right. What a week. I hope you guys enjoyed.